Previously on Chapter 1.
He retired and he wanted a more chill job, and he looked at me coming back home really happy with a belly full of noodles, and he was like, "Whoa, F&B doesn't really sound that bad." He got his food hygiene certificate.
Right.
He went to cook at an izakaya.
Ah.
He left in 3 hours. He was like, "Nope, no way, no can do, bye-bye." F&B is really not for everybody. I feel like there is a lot of physical and like mental kind of strength that you have to build. Just to start, your average working day is probably 9 active hours at least, minimally. And the amount of toll that it will take on like your feet is going to be quite a bit. And
the hours standing up.
Especially your back. And if you have terrible posture, that's it, man. I really recommend... if you work in F&B or any kind of job that requires to stand long hours, like please take care of your back health, your posture.
Do you take care of your back health?
Yes, I actually was diagnosed with scoliosis.
Oh dear.
Back then, my mom pushed me into the pool. Did a lot of swim training, so actually my back muscles were okay. I did not feel any strain at all. And doctors said, keep it up, like keep fit, go to the gym, strengthen your lower back, you'll be fine. And I've been religiously hitting the gym, not doing crazy stuff, but more like just trying to keep fit so that I can earn a living wage.
Yeah, but wow, I mean, you're a chef in the kitchen with scoliosis. Holy shit, man.
But it was not too bad. It was just more like under probation. It wasn't the serious sort.
Right.
Just slanted by just a couple, maybe like 1 or 2 angles off. But other than that, it's okay. I don't think anybody has a perfectly straight back as well.
So how did you do for your diploma?
I was a straight B student, I believe. Maybe not as good. Or maybe I'm hoping so as a straight B. I'm still a troublemaker in Polytechnic. I think I did really not too bad in my practical exams, but my written exams, I have no idea why an A math level statistics paper was in culinary science. I'm like, I came here to cook. I came here to do sine, cosine, tangent, man. And those were the topics that killed me. But I think I told myself I wanted to do at least okay. Like at least okay. I didn't need to pass with flying colors.
Right.
I just needed to do good enough to get by. Because the kitchen would not care for how well you do in your statistics or your communications. It's more like how well you cook.
So it seems to me, judging by how you just said this, that you already have in mind that, I am going to definitely use this diploma, things I've learned, and go into culinary as a profession. You've made up you made up your mind then.
I pretty much made up my mind.
Okay.
I'm greatly motivated. I think one of my biggest motivations throughout my career, part-time or not, is when my friends would come and pay me a visit. And usually the establishments that I work in can be a little bit out of the pocket's reach.
Right.
So when they pop by, no matter what they ordered, like I just felt so happy that you get to bring people together.
Sure. But let me just try to get this go back to chronology. After diploma, naturally, you entered national service.
Yeah.
So you had 2 years of being away from cooking, right?
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
It's believed that once you're full-time in NS,
you can't work, I know. You can't moonlight, I know that.
Which I know a good amount of people do. Which I regret I didn't. But I think it would not have been possible for me as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of the unit you were in.
Yeah.
Right. The one in Changi.
Changi, yes, correct. Yeah, we wear red, hint.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. The one in Changi where you wear red. Okay.
We jump out of planes.
Okay. Perfectly good bleeding aircraft and I had to jump out of it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. But you seem as if you had fun during that time.
Absolutely. I had a ball of a time. Maybe great, but not too great. But more like the experiences, the kind of places.
With scoliosis, and you still ended up in that unit.
It didn't feel too bad.
Right.
I'm sure I declared it and they were okay with it. So
must have been damn short of manpower or something.
we had a couple of medical issues. I have a fellow chef friend. He has a really bad condition of eczema as well.
Oh dear.
And when he was in outfield, when he came back after like 5 days of being in the jungle, he was just going at it.
Oh dear.
And I think, but we made it. We made it.
Yeah, he's quite a resilient guy, huh?
As all of us need to be.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I have a young person who actually says that.
Thank you.
Really, I'm glad. I'm really glad for it. So NS came and went. Now, of course, almost towards your ORD, you must have planned something for your future, right? Did you plan to go into university or did you plan to start work?
I didn't plan to go into university because I already knew that I had consulted. So after Ramen Champion, I got to meet one of my chef mentors. His name is Daryl, like Chef Daryl Woon. Worked with him at the Coffee Academics for quite a while, back when the flagship store was in Scott Square. I also got to meet this sous chef. His name is called Randall Tilford. Amazing guy. I asked the both of them, do you think your culinary degree is worth it? Chef Randall was from the Culinary Institute of America, whereas Chef Daryl graduated with a diploma from Shatec. And both of them, more like Chef Daryl, because he's super experienced at that point of time. He's done his time in Gagan. So 2 Michelin stars, Asia's literal best restaurants 3 years in a row. Crazy chef, Chef Gagan and Chef Daryl himself. Both chefs I really look up to. And he's like, hey, just continue cooking, put your head down. The mother of all teachers would be experience. And I asked myself, do I want to pay like probably 4 to 5 digits and graduate with a debt and then start a job?
Right.
Or would I rather work and learn practical skills, communication, planning, etc. in the kitchen and just
on the job?
On the job.
So you decided not to go take the university route. You went straight into work.
I ran straight into work. I told myself post-ORD, I wanted a 1-month break to slowly look for restaurants, and then I couldn't take it. It was 2 weeks in, I was like, I need to do something with my life. It's 2 weeks of being at home, just going, just keeping fit and everything. And I was like, I need to do something. Like, I couldn't just stay at home. So, I got myself a job at, now it's called Blue Smoke. You might have heard of Chef Ivan Yeo. He cooks for Bosch from time to time. It used to be called 1925 Brewery and Co.
Wow, rings a bell somehow.
I was there for a month. Before I got a phone call from a very, very lovely lady. Her name is Nicolette Lee. She is my about-to-be fiancé. Hi. We exchanged numbers on the last day of our internship back in 2019.
Oh, the political correctness again.
I think...
She's a real lovely girl.
Yeah,
okay.
Best in the world.
Brownie points.
She gave me a call and asked me if I needed a job for a new restaurant opening called View at OUE Bayfront. So this restaurant is a lovely place on the 19th floor of the penthouse at OUE Bayfront. And I got the job. I went for a kitchen tour. I was sold because 1925 Brewery and Co. was a really humble place. Charcoal fire, modernized Teochew food, mangrove food charcoal. It was really nice to be cooking fried, like Chef Ivan's signature crab bee hoon. The pan is straight on the charcoal. So that was the place where you really learn how to control heat.
Okay.
And how to cook with fire.
Right.
And all that smoke, the charcoal smoke will actually go inside and envelop the noodle. So the complexity of the bee hoon there hits different. I miss it. Learned a lot. But when you go to a more industrial-based kitchen that is said to be aiming for accolades, you kind of dream of it. You hear of things like Michelin stars, Best 50, Tatler Fine Dining Awards, etc. And you kind of tell yourself you want to go somewhere there. Am
I right to say, call me a plebeian, okay? Am I right to say then, what you experienced in that bee hoon, charcoal bee hoon cuisine thing, and then that's not considered fine dining, am I right?
Not at all.
Okay, then you moved to this view at OUE, that was fine dining.
Semi-fine.
Okay, now how the fuck does one transit? Because to me, right? If I get a diploma in cooking, fuck, I might end up in a stall in the hawker center. Perfectly fine. Yeah. But then again, there's all these different versions of cuisines. You've got your fine dining, you've got all these different versions, right? You've got your fast food, you've got this and that. Yeah. But you went into fine dining eventually.
Eventually,
right? What would make a person, is there such a thing, a constitution of a chef in a making?
Yeah.
Or you can do fine dining. Is there such a thing? You can do fine dining. You should work in a fucking coffee shop. You should be in a hawker center. You know what I mean? Is there something about this? Not everyone ends up cooking fine dining. So how does it happen?
How did that happen?
I mean, educate me here, man, because I'm like I said, call me a freaking plebeian. I'm a noob when it comes to this shit. So just tell me. That's why I got you here, because I want to learn, Teach me. I mean, how does it work here? You ended up from cooking, learning to cook, how to control fire, charcoal fire and stuff with bihun. It sounds really great to me, man. Then all of a sudden he moves over to this semi-fine dining. Eventually it's going to end up in fine dining.
Fine dining,
yeah. How does that happen, man? How does shit like that happen?
I would just say curiosity kills the cat.
So basically it's a choice. So like today I play blues. Tomorrow I want to learn play jazz. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Because I'm curious and I want to find out more and I kind of like it. So I'm going to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Is that exactly
I just
it?
went for it. My stomach tells me what to do. My gut tells me what to do.
So when in poly then, what do they teach then? Do they teach you what? What do they teach? Do they teach fine dining, cooking, or what do they teach?
They teach there's still a syllabus to follow. So it's basic culinary skills. I had a ball of a time because there was so much diversity in the syllabus that I had. So I feel like there's no culinary diploma out there in the world that would give you a Cantonese 2-eared handled wok. Okay. After that, plunge you into a
2-eared handle. Well, fuck lah, wok lah. Okay.
So because nobody uses that kind of woks anymore. Even
they don't?
Rarely.
Oh, I mean, come on. The hawker in the char kway teow stall, it will still use the 2 fucking eared handle
inside culinary schools because they say it's bad for your wrist.
For
student welfare kind of
sake.
stuff. It's not comfortable, chef. I can't hold it. Yeah, stuff like that happens.
Well, what you mean? Seriously? I mean, give me a fucking break. Students are complaining about that shit.
I mean, look at our standard of army food. It's gotten better and better.
What are you saying?
The bunks are getting more comfortable. So culinary schools are also getting more comfortable. We have air conditioning. When the air conditioning, the exhaust is spoiled, we'd be like, teacher, chef, could you please call the technician? It's not working. Oh no, I can't have class today. I'm feeling faint. Things like that happen. I'm serious.
Again, I'm so glad, dude, that you are not fucking snowflake, okay? I am very fucking glad that you're not. I'm glad that you are resilient. Seriously, I really mean that. I mean, thanks for giving me a bit of hope. But this sounds ridiculous to me. Anyway, coming back to the point, would you say that taking a diploma, a local diploma, doesn't matter which poly, okay, as long as whichever poly that offers this, in culinary science, is worth the while for any young chap out there who's thinking of pursuing this life? Is it worth the while?
I would say if your teachers and your mentors are like mine, thankfully, I'm so thankful to be having that, like to have had them. If your mentors are like mine, absolutely 100% go for it.
Okay.
Like you are a changed person, but only for the...
So you endorse this?
I endorse this. I endorse at least, I mean, you have to have at least a certain form of basics drilled into you before you fly. Okay. You can't just throw your money into Mumu or Tiger without knowing what the heck is going on around the world. Okay. You need to have a background knowledge. Right. Before you kind of want to take a plunge in. Okay, let's move on. Now, you went to view, semi-fine. What the fuck is semi-fine? Semi-fine dining is more like, I don't know what the world has done to do stuff. It's like, in music, you used to just have like rock, heavy metal. Now there's nu metal. Now there is like, what? Like, could you name me other like funky genres? Post-hardcore, hardcore, there's black jazz, metal, hip-hop. I can never fucking understand that. That death metal. Yeah. New jazz. Black metal. Death metal. There you go. Yeah. It goes on. And you have what? Pocket
I have no freaking clue, dude.
Exactly.
I ignore all the other newfangled shit. Yeah.
But all this goes up. Like, let's not even go to like subculture. You have like J-rock, J-pop, and then K-rock, K-metal, K-new metal,
Okay. This boy is really schooling me. Okay.
So I think it's gone like that in cuisine as well. And in dining restaurants.
So what's semi-fine? Just explain to me the definition of semi-fine.
We want to cater to a more specific crowd that does not like have the time, effort, and energy to go for, let's say, an 8-course, 2.5-hour degustation menu for $300.
Okay, wait. Degustation menu. Okay, can you once and for all, somebody explain to me what the hell does degustation, I've been saying what the fuck too much. Degustation
go for it.
mean?
It's your podcast.
Yeah, I know people might get angry, you know, all this. Oh, yeah. Okay.
If you don't like it, don't watch it. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you. Degustation. When you use the term degustation, what would that really mean?
I would say it's like a tasting forward menu.
So people who want to really try fine dining or go and enjoy fine dining, but don't have the time to sit through an 8-course.
You go for semi-fine.
Which will be how many courses? Or is it a la carte, you order a dish?
It can be a la carte, it can be a couple courses. And I would say in semi-fine restaurants, it's more customer friendly.
Right.
So that the food is a bit more easier to
So it's not
understand.
snobbish, basically.
It won't be, I wouldn't say snobbish, but more like overly complicated. Snobbish, maybe yes. Maybe yes. Chris is trying to poke me.
No,
I'm kidding. I'm
not, because of snobbery sometimes. Okay, semi-fine would be like that. Thank you for explaining.
Easier to eat food.
So, okay, and it's a non-intimidating environment, basically.
Not non-intimidating, less intimidating. If you flip to the end of the champagne list at any semi-fine taste,
there is a fine difference between saying non-intimidating and less intimidating. Huh? Which means you're saying that in the first place, it is intimidating if you go for fine. There you go.
Semi-fine.
I rest my case.
It's still intimidating.
No, fine dining is intimidating.
It is.
Because somehow you feel, as a consumer, you feel that when the server comes to you and recommends whatever and recommends what's on a wine menu, right? And then you look like, and you have to try to pretend as if you fucking know it. When you actually don't, and you want to ask, but you dare not ask. That's the position of a lot of people.
Why would you? Okay, then here's another question.
Now, what the hell are you doing in a fine dining restaurant?
Why do you not dare to ask?
Because it would seem that you might be snubbed.
That's okay.
No, that is the general impression most people have,
True.
in my opinion.
I understand that.
You know what I mean? It's the same thing. You got a guy who knows he needs to get healthy. I'm using another analogy, okay? He needs to get healthy. He needs to lose fucking weight, right?
I thought get healthy, get fermented grape juice in your system, and then get your minerals in with wine.
No, I'm moving away now to say signing up for a gym membership.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why people don't walk into a gym is not because they're lazy. I tell you the top reason, is because they're embarrassed. They're embarrassed. They go in there, they know they're out of shape. They see other people who are in shape. And then there are snobs in there as well.
Yeah. I don't deny that.
It's no longer something for them. They go in, I want to get fit, but I feel so intimidated. And I feel as if this environment is not good for me. I walk away. And then you lose that. You lose the opportunity of getting healthier.
At all.
Same thing. In my opinion, going into a fine dining restaurant, you got to go in there prepared for having someone raise an eyebrow at you. You know what I mean? For even the server, the waiter who might raise an eyebrow at you, right? Popping the cork of a wine that he's recommending, pouring it into your goblet. And he expects you to swirl it, and then expects you to, swirl and arrate, and then, and then, I can smell it. I can smell the freaking grapes. Fuck off. Yeah.
I'm guilty of that.
Okay. And then, you know what I mean? And then he asks you, are you okay with this wine? And you go, fuck, to me,
you
it's the same.
don't even know whether to say yes or no.
Exactly.
Right?
And then you got to pretend, right? You got to be fake.
Yes.
So
it can be tiring.
Yeah, it can be fucking tiring.
It can be very tiring.
So, okay. Anyway, coming back to the story.
Yes.
So you went to view. Okay, they have this ambition for having a Michelin star rating, and then you say, okay, this is the joint for me, man. Plus, of course, the girl who asked you to go there eventually will end up marrying you soon. Yeah,
Dude, she was so cute. I couldn't say no.
Okay. Fine. So, okay, you went into View. Then what happened?
I went to View. I spent nearly 2 years there.
As a which chef? What kind of chef?
I was like the lowest ranker. So
What's that called?
It's called a commis.
A commis?
Yeah, commis chef.
Commis chef.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right. See, that's the thing.
Yes. Sorry?
Okay, there are different ranks of chefs.
Yes.
Commis chef.
Commis chef.
From commis chef, then you go up to what?
Demi chef.
What?
Demi.
Oh gosh. Okay, demi chef.
Demi chef.
And then from demi chef, you go up to what?
Chef de partie.
A CDP, chef de partie. Okay, then after that?
And then you go to senior chef de
Senior
partie.
chef de partie,
Then
then?
you get junior sous chef.
Junior sous chef, and then?
Then sous chef.
Then sous chef.
And if the organization has it, then senior sous chef. Then if you have it, then executive sous chef.
And then?
Then you go up to chef de cuisine,
Chef de cuisine.
which is head chef. And
Yeah.
then you go up to executive chef.
Walao, there's so many ranks, man.
Oh, there's also executive head chef before executive chef. So just FYI.
Oh my lord.
And sometimes people come up with those things just like your subcultures of like music
Right.
and dining.
right.
And from time to time, yeah.
Okay, so what are you now?
I'm a senior chef de partie at my current work.
Oh, that's quite big shit, man.
It's okay. It's not crazy. Can do better, but yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. You're okay, fine. You've mentioned about being in the kitchen, and I know being in the kitchen is something really, really challenging, standing up long hours, blah, 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 blah. Now let's talk about the actual work.
Yeah.
How laborious is it? I mean, kitchen management and everything you have to do. Let's start with let's say we start with the menu planning, for example. Then the actual work in the kitchen. How challenging is it?
Starting from different positions, we have different kinds of responsibilities. So as a commis, you hit in there probably 9, 10 a.m. in the morning.
Right.
And you just work your ass off. Don't ask questions.
Oh.
Yeah, like you just work. If you need to pick salads, you pick salads. You need to deshell prawns, you deshell prawns. But your job wouldn't be so... your focus doesn't need to be too crazy because your ingredients should be slightly easier to handle.
So they're doing prep, actually.
Doing prep.
Okay.
So you prep... an average day, for my current life now, I hit in the kitchen. I have a very, very good kitchen life now, thanks to like all the work-life balance and everything, the 44-hour work week thing. So thank you, Bottega di Cara, the Modern Singapore Duxton. I start either...
Nice setting it in.
I start either at 11 a.m. and I end at 9 p.m.
Right.
If I have guests, then I'll just hang out a little bit longer. If not, you'll be from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. on paper.
Holy shit, boss.
But back then at View, hours were pretty decent as well, like 10:30 a.m. We have a split shift after lunch. So that'll be from either 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 or 5 p.m. We end usually about 10:30 p.m.
Oh my goodness.
on a good day. That's pretty good hours. Back at View, I still hit the gym after work. Yes, I do.
Oof, boy.
Yes. But for fine dining, it works a bit different. However, I feel this attitude that people take on is very healthy. You need to healthy and unhealthy. You come in as and when you deem fit
Right.
to be able to finish your work.
Right.
Once you're done, you can go. However, if your work is very, very meticulous, very, very laborious, it takes a lot of time and effort, then you might want to consider coming in at 7:45, 7:30, 8 a.m.
How about the demands from your superiors? For example, I watch a lot of Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen, I watch it too. I make myself feel better about myself from time to time. I was like, I never do this. I never make a flop like that. I'll be fine. I can work. So when on a day I get like a lashing from my superiors, like, hey, like, why would you do that? Like, and I feel like, oh man.
I mean, I tell you, man, I can never do what you do, man. Because if I were, watching Hell's Kitchen, if I were one of those guys in there, right, in that fucking show, right, I'd probably be I'll punch Ramsey's mouth right in. Don't get me the wrong way, I like Ramsay, but if I were caught in that position and this guy, the name calling the guy fucking does, I'll freaking cream him alive.
Dude, his one-liners are great though.
No, I know. Don't get me wrong.
I love them.
As a viewer, as a guy who enjoys the show, right? I enjoy that. But when you put yourself in that person's shoes, I mean, you got to feel it too, man. You really goes right through you. Is that true of most chefs? The head honchos in the kitchen. Is it true of them? Are they like that?
As with different people, we all have different personalities. We all cook for a different reason.
Politically correct. Okay.
I've met people who are really nice, but also people who can get a bit more aggressive. It has happened. Yeah.
So it's not so Ramsay is not a one size fit all. Not everyone's like that. It really boils down to a matter of personality.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it strikes me that a lot of chefs up there, right, the ones on top, are freaking moody guys, man.
I think it's just a portrayal of
you know why?
I
mean, I've been exposed to quite a lot of well-named chefs throughout my life. I won't name the hotel though. There was one I was invited to for their soft opening actually.
All right.
And I like soft openings because you get to go and dine in almost every one of their restaurants and telling you them feedback stuff.
For free.
Oh yeah, flat.
Oh hell yeah.
and I was invited to this hotel's main outlet. Okay, it's a French dining restaurant.
I will not try and guess what it is.
No, please don't. Okay, and when I was sitting there, with the family and all, the whole family's invited. The executive chef walks out. It says, "Mr. Hansen, hey, good to see you. He's a French guy. Come with me to the kitchen."
It's hi, Mr. Chris, Mr. Hansen, how are you?
Monsieur Chris. Then, but actually called Monsieur Hansen, And so I followed. I said, "Sure, chef." I followed him, went into his kitchen, and then all brand new stuff. It's a brand new setup. It just opened.
It will stay brand new. If he's French, it will stay brand new.
This is great, man. The plate warmers, man. They put the cabinet where you put the plate warmers, your plate's going.
Yeah, correct.
And so he opened up and he took out the plate and he said, "Put your hand here." He took my hand. He literally took my hand. I put it on the plate. I says, "You tell me, what do you feel?"
Hot.
I said,
New plate?
It's warm. "No, you don't call this warm. This is not even warm." He was ranting and raving about the plate not being hot enough.
He's ranting about the servicing.
Yeah, it was so funny. I was like, okay.
Well,
so I said, okay. So what do I do? Am I going to enjoy my dinner or not?
How did you even know this guy?
I'm not going to go to specifics, man, but I was quite the guy about town in my younger years.
For good reason.
Oh yeah, definitely for good reason. So, but I enjoyed myself for sure. I mean, don't get me the wrong way. I'm quite the plebeian, yeah, but I have had my fill.
I don't say that.
No, I've had my fill. I'm still the plebeian. I don't drink wine.
Whoa!
Okay, let's move on a little bit. So you were there for 2 years in View. Then after that, what happened? You moved on. You went. Where do you end up?
I ended up at then Asia's Best 50 restaurant. I was in Cloud Street. By Rishi Nalindra. So Chef Rishi used to own Chick Bai Jiao.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted, because View was like semi-fine dining has its it has its benefits, which is you get a huge array of customers. You get to learn, do everything, but the food gets a little bit generic. Sometimes there's not too much character because you need to please a larger amount of crowd. Your food cannot be too provocative. So I felt that I wanted to learn something with a bit more identity.
Okay.
And that we do pretty good classic French fare at View at OEE Bayfront upon request. So when customers, we do our own omakase as well. For our super VIPs, we get CEO of Bank of America in sometimes, etc. We get sometimes ministers. So if they ask for something and they're willing to fork out the money, we will have to do it for them. And sometimes the food, it's really easy to eat.
Okay.
I wanted to do something that was a bit more provocative. Kind of place whereby the restaurant has a stand on what they want to serve to the customers. I was looking around online. restaurants that were up and coming, and Cloud Street popped up into the radar. Sent my resume, and lo and behold, got myself in for about a year there.
Okay, and then after that, where do you go?
After that, I was fished out. I helped a friend, so I took a little bit of a break from fine dining.
Okay.
The hours were pretty intense. I got a call from chef mentor Kevin Wong of Saroja. So my partner used to work at one Michelin star Meta. It's a Korean fine dining in Singapore, headed by Chef Sun Kim. And Chef Kevin Wong was the head chef over there. So Chef Kevin Wong branched out from Meta and wanted his own restaurant. So he won San Pellegrino Best 50 finalists, global finalist, young chef. And I felt that I could learn a lot from him. I have had the opportunity to deal with a lot of Japanese and Western ingredients and use their techniques, like Italian cuisine, French cuisine. However, I felt like the joy, the thing that brings a lot of joy to me is when I cook Asian food. That's why I tried Cloud Street to begin with. So you had your sauces were curries, spiced coconut broths. You're using a charcoal grill instead of your typical like wood fire oven, and it was a lot more fun. I got to learn a lot about flavors and pairings, and the trend at that point of time was minimalism.
Okay.
You had a piece of protein, you had one sauce, you had a couple of garnishes, that was it. But Asian cuisine is about maximalism.
Yeah.
How many things could we put into a salad to make it good?
Which makes it very interesting because what you did to have won your award, right? World Young Chef.
Yeah.
You won it, and the video we'll be playing in a bit. You won it using Peranakan dishes.
Peranakan influence,
okay.
Not purely Peranakan.
Yeah, but when you have, because Peranakan is Asian.
Yeah.
So it's maximizing stuff. But you didn't maximize that one. That one was kind of... Was that considered maximized?
Maybe I just presented it in a way where it looks a little bit more minimalistic.
Right. Can we put up that picture of the plating, please, Kai?
Which one?
I don't know whether this was a dish.
Oh no, this wasn't the one.
This wasn't the one.
Yeah, this was hey Ian, could you put up a dish so we can take a photo of you plating a dish?
Oh my.
So this was before shift.
Right. Okay, I tell you what, Kai, can we play that video, please?
What a privilege for me to be a part of this whole judging with young talent. They have come with some great dishes. Very exciting to judge them and taste them.
It's very important to us to support the future of hospitality. You know, spirits and hospitality have been hand in hand forever.
It's great to see that the Young Chef, Young Waiter competition is also focusing on the waiter aspect and on the service aspect, not just the chefs behind the scene, because it is an overall experience.
Chef, you have the last 15 minutes before you stop cooking. The world champions for 2023 Young Chef, Young Waiter are Singapore!
Yeah! Manjula! Singapura!
Good times.
Young Chef, Young Waiter, Young Mixologist is all about creating a network of people and moving forward, creating a community where they can call or message and have support any time of the year and any time of the day as well. really excited to have been here, really grateful for the opportunity, and really honoured to have met the future of hospitality around the world.
For me, the competition was nerve-wracking, yes, but I feel like I'm proud of myself because I know that I did my best. And what I say also, go big or go home. That's it.
1 year, now we start again for next year. 15 countries around the world, and away we go again. All over 2024, Young Chef, Young Waiter, here we come.
Oh, wow.
Woohoo!
Wowee.
Good times.
Yeah, man. Looks like it. Looks it, man.
I had too much fun.
Right. And, so this maximized thing, what you did, just tell me a little bit about that dish you came up with, the Peranakan-inspired dish.
Oh, my Peranakan-inspired dish, the one with the heaviest influence is actually my main course.
Right.
Just for the record, everybody had about 20 to 40 ingredients for their market list.
Right.
I had over 60.
Wow.
So
what the hell?
Talk about maximization.
What the heck, man?
The suppliers, the administratives, were going back and forth in emails, and I'm sure they hated me. So, Karina, thanks for being so patient. Daisy as well. You guys are seeing this. Thanks for entertaining my emails on could you get this ingredient or not?
And you had it all shipped over to Monaco? For the competition?
The things that I thought that might not have been possible to make appear there, I shipped them all. So I got this thing is called, I think, an Arctic capsule or something. It was a really heavy duty thermal insulated box.
Right.
So it shipped probably almost the entirety of Geylang Serai over to Monaco. So yes, back to the Peranakan dish. My main course had a couple components. I called it like we named it the ingatan, which means like remembrance, like an homage to. So Western people usually don't like. There's a meme going on online whereby there's a Chinese restaurant. There's a bunch of Westerners, but they're all having meant to be sharing this to themselves.
Right.
So this dude was eating out from a clay pot. This guy was like trying to dissect an entire fish. And the Chinese guy was just like, guys, what's going on? This is not how you do food. So we just can't have like one fish, one sauce. Like it has to be a spread. It's always a spread.
Right.
And whenever I'm at my partner's place, it's really, really usually I'm always very blessed with a spread. So we have ota, like we call it sata Terengganu. So I picked betel leaves from outside my friend's condominium.
Serai.
No, it's at the Minton. So
no, the betel leaf is actually in Malay is serai.
Isn't serai lemongrass?
No, serai is betel leaf.
Betel leaf. So the one I know that I got is called daun kadut.
Okay.
So it's a wild pepper leaf, like betel leaf relative. So I torched it. I wrapped a fish mousse inside. So the fish I used was a branzino in the competition. Back there, I requested for Kinmedai, a splendid Alfonsino. They didn't have it, so I went for second best. Thankfully, I surveyed the markets. So the remaining flesh from the fish that I didn't get to trim, I used them all inside the mousse. And then the fish itself, I got it off scale on. So we can have it with crispy scales.
Right.
So the bones were used as a base for a laksa style broth. So this laksa style broth was a recipe that came from my home economics teacher. So my first home econs lesson that's why it's called ingatan. It's a homage and remembrance.
Right.
So it was a laksa sauce. So everybody was getting shepherd's pie. Ingatan.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody else was getting like shepherd's pie and everything for their practical lessons. My first practical lessons was Johorian style laksa.
Okay.
Yes, and it was intense. She bought like the ikan sera kuning or something.
Yeah.
I had to fillet, had to gut the things, and everybody was like, I do want. Then I was just like, you know what, let me get it over and done with. I just went on for it. The bones were used to make the sauce, and then on the side, you cannot finish a true Asian meal without condiments.
Yeah.
Like it's either like pickled green chilies or something.
Yeah.
So the influence was a sambal, that was reminiscent of the style of sambal rica. So it's fresh fruits added to a sambal that's been cooked with ikan roa.
Right.
So which is dried, smoked Indonesian garfish.
Okay.
So I folded pickled mangoes into the sambal.
Okay.
And that is influenced from my used to be domestic helper. So I managed to just plonk this all together.
Wow.
Yeah,
and that's
so,
a winning dish.
That was the main course, but the favorites were actually the appetizers and dessert. So the appetizer was green, like it was an alter ego of cuttlefish and kangkong.
Right.
So instead of using cured, sun-dried, rehydrated cuttlefish, kangkong with a warm sweet sambal, I went for a cold, astringent, sour, very spicy green sambal instead of red one. The kangkong was served cold. So instead of fresh cuttlefish, it was fresh wok charred calamari that I
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, it's so complicated, man. This whole thing you just went through, it was like, well, Chris, okay, but sounds good. And you got something planned for us for the show.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So this is where I'm going to just say this. Thanks very much, really.
My pleasure.
Really, man, Ian, for being on the show. And congratulations again.
Yeah, thank you so
Really,
much.
and thank you for really bringing the country forward in this way.
Yeah, Maju Singapore.
You've been watching the Chris Hansen Conversation, and don't go away yet, because we've got something special coming up. Chef Ian Tan has prepared something that's going to be on this podcast table. So we'll be right back. We'll be setting things up right now. Catch you in a bit.
Okay, so
what have we got? What have you got for us today?
I'm making a salad. So it's a good appetizer for your dinner later. So if you are not already hungry, I hope this makes you hungry.
Okay.
So I was in Bangkok recently.
Those are
and
great
then
plates, man.
I was at this private dining called HOM, HAAWM.
What?
This private dining called HOM, HAAWM.
HAAW. Okay.
They do some of the best foods I've ever had in my life. It's a pun. Yes. So it's supposed to be called home as well. Home.
Right.
So, it's like a mishmash of all the salads I've eaten before, but it's just basically what I like to eat. So I'm going to start off with
What is that?
So this is 粗米粉.
Okay, can we put
Yes.
it over there? So right under that, right under this
one?
Yeah, there you go. What's it called again?
粗米粉.
粗米粉, okay.
Vermicelli, rice vermicelli.
Right.
So chef's hands are always clean.
I'm smelling something, man. What am I smelling?
Fish sauce.
Oh yeah, plenty of fish sauce. The studio's gonna smell fishy.
That's why I said.
That's fine.
So just gonna layer the bottom.
Well, take a look at it. Just look at the way he's doing that with his fingers, man. Like, like I expect you to do the salt base thing.
No, you will kill me. I'll totally get off from this podcast.
Really?
Yeah. So just gonna layer it with some of my favorite vegetables. We got bean sprouts.
Okay, tauge.
Tauge.
Just call it tauge lah.
Tauge.
Tauge.
And kangkong.
Kangkong.
Kangkong is solid. I love
Right.
kangkong. Oops. Get back.
Well, you must make sure that it looks so neat. Is there a method to that, man? I mean, you have the tauge first and the kangkong. Why not the kangkong first and the tauge?
At the end of the day, it just needs to look good because you're gonna mix it all together.
Yeah, but if you have the kangkong first and tauge on top, I mean,
It won't matter.
Okay.
Actually, it won't matter.
So there wasn't a method to it. It was just a question of, okay, put
not
what?
at all.
Right, okay.
So
I'm being an idiot.
no lah. Who says that on their own podcast?
Me, I said, not shy one.
Then here's my feedback. Stop. Hey, kidding. So, favorite stuff goes in. So we got mint leaves,
Right.
got coriander.
Wow.
So I'm just gonna make a fruit salad now. Do you like coriander?
Well, I'm okay.
Oh,
I love mint though.
okay. Then more for
Very
us.
Thai.
More for us. Okay, I think that's enough.
Okay.
So I think we always add a lot of textures into our food. So that's what I'm aiming for today.
Okay.
So you got pomelo, green mango, as well as some pink guava. Just got them from the Thai supermarket the other day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we're just gonna put them in.
Mango goes in first.
Mango, pomelo, and some pink guava.
Pink guava.
Pink guava.
Mm.
Why pink guava? Because it's colorful, so it looks better. If it's not on
Why are
the
your
top-
chopsticks so cool, man?
It's not chopstick, it's scissors. Kyap kyap. So just gonna season this real quick. There is some cracked rice powder.
I only use tweezers for my face. Okay.
You can smell that.
Wow, what's
So
that?
the Thai people use this
What's
in
this?
their dressing. So it's just toasted glutinous rice.
Toasted glutinous rice.
Heavily toasted glutinous rice.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we have some sakura ebi.
So what?
Sakura ebi.
Oh, wow.
Hebi.
Hebi.
Also toasted.
Toasted
That's
hebi.
Yep.
Right.
And then I made this seasoning beforehand, not that because I don't want to tell you what's inside. I'll tell you what's inside now anyway.
Okay.
So
What's
inside we have unfiltered fish sauce.
Unfiltered fish sauce.
Unfiltered fish sauce.
What's that mean? There's filtered fish sauce.
So this is filtered fish sauce. So
Okay.
this brand which I really absolutely love is called Mega Chef.
Okay.
So it's a adjusted fish sauce.
Okay.
So there's already like
He's got-
sugar, the
Mega
yum
Chef has
yums
got-
inside,
Yeah, Mega Chef has got free advertising right now. Okay.
and then
Uh-huh.
a blend of the unfiltered fish sauce as well.
Okay.
Some homemade chili oil. Right. I think that's enough.
Wow, that smell.
There's some chili padi inside as well.
Oh, wow.
Mix. Oh, before I forget, some aromatics. So we've got some. Let me just open this up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
We got some bungan kantan. So these are torched ginger
What-
flowers.
What ginger flowers again?
Bungan kantan.
Okay.
Torched ginger flowers. As well,
Torch ginger flowers.
ginger.
Porch. Okay.
torched ginger.
Torch ginger. Okay, sorry.
No worries.
Me being deaf.
Are you?
A little bit. No headphones on. Yeah. Now you know why I wear headphones.
Chiffonat kaffir lime leaves as well.
What?
Chiffonat. So that means like thinly sliced
Thinly sliced what?
lime leaves.
Oh, lime leaves.
Yeah.
Just say lah. Thinly sliced lime leaves.
I need to be atas ma.
Alamak, you atas. See, the snobbery, man.
That's snobbery. So you're just gonna give this a good mix.
Well, what a aroma, mixture of aromas coming out from there.
No holes, but just hammer. Just give it a good mix.
Okay.
I always let my ingredients tell me what they want to do. Like I want my I've worked in a couple places and they're all like, I want my sauce to be this way. I want my sauce to be that way. I want my sauce to have this texture, that texture. They end up texturizing things. But have you ever asked your ingredients or like yourself what you really want to do in that moment? Like just do it all. What's the worst that can come out of it, right? Yeah, just gonna lay it.
Do you need okay, using your hands, okay, fine.
Your hands are always clean.
Okay, no, I'm not saying it's dirty, I'm just saying that you need a ladle or something. Or a spoon or something.
Just gonna get it on.
I am hopeless in the kitchen.
Can improve, ask your wife help you.
Please, I'm gonna edit that bit out of this podcast.
So that just goes on. And then we just put this to the side. And then I'm gonna finish off with some barbecued pork belly cooked in coconut sugar.
Sorry, Kai.
Some coconut sugar as well as some fish sauce. So this just goes on.
So okay. Again, you see, you're so meticulous about where you place these things. So why? I mean, okay, right. So it's presentation, I know that.
Yeah.
But it's a feel, is it? Or is there a method? No, right?
No. I'm just making it up as long
as you go along. Oh.
I've never had this dish. So you are my guinea pig today. So thank you for letting me be on the podcast.
So how do you cook this pork again?
I just boiled it with some aromatics. So inside the pot goes some ginger, some coriander root. So nothing goes to waste.
Right.
And then as well as hua tiao jiu,
What?
glutinous rice wine.
Okay.
All very affordable.
Looks good, man. Smells good too. Yeah. Damn, smells good.
Ladle on some of the coriander that we finish with, and then finish it off with just a little bit of the cracked rice powder. All right, there we go.
Hey, Kai, can we take a snapshot of this, man, Kai?
Okay.
Okay, there you are. Wow. Have you taken a snapshot, man?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Go a bit more sauce as well if you like your stuff to be saucy.
I love saucy stuff.
All right, there you go.
I'm a saucy guy. Saucy guy loves saucy stuff.
All right, there we go.
Awesome. And what do we call this?
I didn't have a name.
Oh, come on, man. Now is the time to name it, man.
When I named this, when I put this in my folder, in my notes, like when I was planning this dish for the podcast, the label is got podcast salad. So we will stick to podcast salad.
All right, so we got podcast salad. Sorry, it's got to be called the CHC Podcast Salad.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, it's a CHC Podcast Salad.
CHC Podcast Salad.
Yeah, man. CHC Podcast Salad, man. Get a load of that. Anyway, thank you so very much, man. I'm going to really dig into that one. Thank you so much, Ian.
Should I move the stuff out before the room smells like fish sauce?
In a bit, but first, before we do that, thank you everyone for watching the show. We have had Chef Ian Tan, and he came up with hey man, the Chris Hansen Conversations has got a new food item.
You guys got a salad now?
Yeah, we got a salad. It's called the CHC
Salad
Podcast Salad. Yeah,
CHC
right.
Podcast Salad.
And I'm gonna just chow down on this. Bye bye.
Ciao.
Wow.
Whack.
Ooh. What the hell did I just bite into, man? Woo!
I didn't know.
Oh, crap. Woo!
I scared he oversell.
Fuck!
No, but it smells really nice. Thank you.
Mmm.